Good morning with everybody. Let's talk about teaching through music and movement. Ronaldo Carrillo for semester A. Let's talk about the definition with movement and music. Movement is conducted in space and takes a certain time to perform in seconds and minutes. However, the music sound waves this space in order to be heard. Each sound requires a finite time before the sound decays, and every sound can be described in terms of its energy. Then we have the methodology. The methodology of this research will be based on children's response to stimulus of working by music and movement. In this case, the subject of students will be students who speak Spanish, and the necessary resources will be books and other specific investigation because it is only a bibliographic research. Only students' databases to compilate some information and its results about how the students still react at this kind of stimulus. It will be based on some research that will approve the behavior about the students and how they develop different kind of activities through music and moments, how the teacher engage their minds with these kind of activities. On the conclusions of the work, it is using music in class helps to motivate younger students to participate actively at their learning. The second one is to apply movements in classroom. It is important to consider the space that you have to develop any activity. The teenagers and adults could feel uncomfortable with some activities of music and movements. However, in the recommendations, you have to try to research new activities to apply every time that you arrive at your student's classroom, avoiding to fall into a repetitive activity. It is because you could bother your students when you repeat some activities that they know very well. So if you want to engage the students' minds, you have to be very careful with those kind of activities that you could choose to develop in the process of learning. Then we have to talk with the authorities of your institution to bring more attention to the students' necessities. You could appreciate that in some occasions, by using movement, you may have the necessary space to develop different kind of activities with your students. It is because if you have the necessary space, you could develop different kind of activities, maybe running, maybe jumping, maybe something about TPR or total physical response. So you need a lot of space to develop those kind of activities. The last one is more easily to apply only some activities with teenagers and adults. It's better to find activities to apply according with students' ages. It is because the younger and adult learners maybe will feel uncomfortable with those kind of activities that you apply with your children learners because you have to motivate the younger and the adult learner using other different materials to develop any kind of activity. You could use maybe a filling gaps with a song uh, to fill each phrase in the content, or maybe you could catch their attention by games on a virtual platform. And for the discussion, mostly part of the students prefer to not exist outside their comfort zones, so they about to use different learning processes or maybe about to do something movements that result strange for most of them. So the question that all us the students is how to develop different activities with your students without bother them or try to engage their attention. For that reason, in this kind of activities, you have to engage the students' attention using different kind of materials and activities. Most common this kind of activity called musical moments. It is available to apply in TPR because It is more friendship with your students to develop those kind of activities using music to motivate the relationship between the students and the professor. And that's it. Thanks for your attention.